Santa Cruz beat a Division II team this year, and they broke a bunch of records for their three-point shooting ability. The girls can play, and we knew that if we could play the defense that we've been working on, that we would have a good chance at beating them. And I tell you what, I've never seen a team come into a game and wanting to just win as bad as this team did. They went in, and I don't know how many we got up by, but Santa Cruz just looked confused. They looked so confused as to what happened and what Finlandia Lions team came. Because every time we show up to this ACA tournament, these guys brush us off, they don't believe in us, they think, where's that? I don't even know what the UP is. And it was a point for us and a testament for us to show them where Finlandia is and what we are made of. And that's why I'm so proud of this team for showing what Finlandia is and what we are now. I'm going to let my captains come up and speak a little bit. And they got just a little something written up. Come on, Molly.
First, I'd like to thank you all for coming out and helping us celebrate this championship. We have truly appreciated all the support we have received throughout the season to help us accomplish what we have. It has not been an easy journey in the past years, but it has helped us learn from those experiences and build a new program. There are a few things about this team that have really helped us take the next step forward as a program. The first is buying into the program and staying positive. This year, we had a mentality of all in. It didn't matter who you were or what your role was, we all had that same mentality of being all in. This leads into my next point of knowing your role. I don't know how many times this year Coach said, know your role and do it to the best of your ability. Throughout the season, roles may change, and when they do, be ready to step up and do that role. Each and every role is just as important and needs to be done in order to have success. Everybody on this team has done that, and because of that, we are able to win the conference championship. The third point I'm going to make is to appreciate your teammates and coaches for the effort and commitment they have made to the program. Without girls putting in extra time in the gym, or coaches staying up all night watching film and making a game plan, I know we would not have experienced the success that we did. Over the past few years, there were many times that it would have been easy to quit and accept failure. This team was not willing to do that. It all started with the mentality of wanting success and proving what we were capable of. I hope that what we have accomplished by turning this basketball program around will inspire other programs to do the same. Even at the times when it seems impossible, trust the process. Thank you.
Coach Brandy's a teacher, she doesn't need a script.
Well, I probably should have, because sometimes I can talk a long time. Again, I'm my first year here as a coach. It brought back a lot of memories. When I started here 20 years ago, I was a freshman who started the first girls basketball program. And at the time we were SUNY College. They were switching from a 2-year to a 4-year college. And the program that I went into was education, which they didn't even have at the time. They promised in 2 years that we would have a teaching degree or a teaching program. And if not, my credits would transfer and I could go somewhere else in the 3rd year. And so I came and wanted to play. And, you know, I grew up thinking that I could play Division II basketball. I'm that good. I think I could. I'm going to walk on at Northern, and I'm going to play, and I'm going to do what I set out to do, and that was to play basketball. Well, I was recruited by someone from Finlandia, and I realized quickly after going to a couple open gyms at Northern that I really wasn't the legend that I thought I was, and that maybe Finlandia was going to be the next best thing for me. Because I love the game so much, and it was something that I needed to get me through college. I needed that sport. I needed that love and that team, and I needed all of that. And when I see these girls, I see that same thing. They meet each other, they support each other, they do things with each other that help them become a community, a team, and that's what I remember Finlandia being. The team that we went through, you girls think that you had it hard, I'm going to tell you right now, you didn't even experience one aspect of our practices that we have. We literally had to recruit girls off of the street just to have 5 girls on our team. And then we finally got a couple more towards the end, and we ended up with 7 girls, I think, 7 or 8. And our first year, our coach, he thought he was going to coach us like a Division I. We had strength training for 2 hours, we had individual workouts for an hour, and we had practices for 2 hours. And so I'm not sure how we even got our coursework done, but we did somehow. And we went through it, and we battled, and the blood and the sweat and the tears and all of that shaped me to be the person that I am today. And I feel like because of that experience, because of Finlandia, I can be who I want to be. I'm where I want to be. And I get to experience it again in a different level. And I see my daughter, and I see the experience that she has, and the way that these girls treat her and treat the coaches and treat everybody around them is just so wonderful. It's bigger than basketball, it's bigger than sports, but sports is what brings you there, and that's why I feel so passionate about it. And so I'm so thankful that Coach Dunham convinced me that this was going to be my next best step, and I have enjoyed every aspect, and I honestly can say that this is my new family. Thank you.
Awesome. So I just want to end basically again just by circling back and just thanking everybody. I also want to thank our athletic training staff. These people get paid very little as well, and they're here working around the clock, making sure that all of our athletes are good to go. I've had numerous conversations. I check in almost every day with them to make sure that everyone's good to go, and they're surrounded by all these other athletes, but yet they make time for me to have a conversation and make sure that the girls are on the court as best as possible. I know we've kind of had a switch, but Maria and Todd finished the season with us, and Maria started, and we just want to appreciate you because it does mean a lot to us that you guys are one of truly the best training staff that I've been a part of, and like I said, I've been a part of many different schools, and these guys care more than I want them to care at times. Sometimes I want to say rub dirt on it and let them run, but they make sure that we're getting the best of what we have, and they do a great job at that, so thank you guys. So I also want to thank the girls. I'm not an easy coach. I demand a lot, my standards are high. I know some of you come to the games, and I've torn my ACL because I think I've stomped so hard. And I yell, and I'm loud, and I'm intense, and I want the best, and I want to win. And these girls have weathered through those storms, and they understand where I'm at. They're just as competitive as I am. They're competitive on the court, but my last grading point, I guess if you will, is that these girls are competitive in the classroom. They want it. Every time we have the challenge of who has the highest GPA, these girls are on each other more than I ever have to be. They're each other's police. They're each other's, hey, why is your grades not here? If I look back on the bus and it's 1 a.m. and I just woke up from a nap from downstate, I look back and every single one of them have their laptops up, have their lights on, studying. I remember specifically, we were coming back on a long trip and it was 5 in the morning and there were still people up studying. These girls put in the time because they want to check off all the boxes that there is and to be successful at whatever they're putting forth and make sure that they are the best at what they're doing. And I think that's important for student athletes that are here and for everybody that's here. It's important to want to be the best in what you're doing and to know that it's okay to want to be the best. It's okay to be competitive. I think it's okay for females to want to be competitive. And I think sometimes as society we say, don't, you're not, you can't do that. But I think for us, it's important that we're competitive because it pushes other people. And I can't thank my girls enough, my coaching staff enough, and everybody else that's been a part of this program for everything that you guys have done. Am I forgetting anyone else? Thank you guys again for coming, and we are going to be back next year, holding the same trophy, and it's going to be awesome. So we have, I'm scheduled right now for 10 home games next year. I'm hoping we can make that whole entire section filled up, and this whole entire section filled up next year of just blue, 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 and I hope that, you know, every other athlete, we're going to be there supporting you, because I want every team to have this. I want every team to be up here saying this stuff. I would love that as a coach. And I know these players would too. So again, thank you everyone for coming. There's cake, there's lemonade, there's coffee. Thank